Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the SUVs that self-destruct before 60k miles. Number 12. Volkswagen Taos. The Volkswagen Taos is a compact SUV that struggles to live up to its promise. In 2025, the base model starts around $23,000, but the low price doesn't protect owners from problems. Consumer Reports rates its reliability below average, and J.D. Power gives it a weak quality and reliability score of just 63 out of 100. Electrical issues, transmission glitches, and engine stalling appear far too early, often before 60,000 miles, leading to repair bills that can climb from $1,500 to $3,000. The Taos turbocharged engine is prone to failures, and software malfunctions in its infotainment system only add frustration. Even routine maintenance ends up costing more than expected because replacements are frequent and specialized. Resale value is poor, with projections suggesting it will retain only about 65% of its original price over 5 years, far below competitors. Repairs and maintenance over the first 5 years can total roughly $5,000, turning what seems like an affordable SUV into a financial burden. The Taos consistently disappoints owners with early mechanical failures, weak long-term value, and higher operating costs. On paper, it may look convenient and stylish, but in reality, the Volkswagen Taos is one of those SUVs that self-destructs before reaching 60,000 miles. Number 11. Kia Sorento. The Kia Sorento in 2025 comes with a starting price of around $29,000, climbing past $35,000 for higher trims, but the price does not protect owners from persistent problems. Consumer Reports gives it a below-average reliability rating, and J.D. Power assigns a quality and reliability score of just 64 out of 100. Reports from owners indicate that engine issues, transmission delays, and electrical failures frequently appear well before 60,000 miles, leading to repair bills between $2,000 and $4,000. The turbocharged engine on higher trims has been known to stall or misfire early, while automatic transmissions can hesitate or shift roughly, creating frequent trips to the dealership. Infotainment and electronic driver assist systems are another source of frustration, often malfunctioning in ways that require specialized labor to fix. Even basic maintenance costs can spike because parts are not only specialized, but sometimes prone to early wear. Warranty coverage only partially mitigates costs, meaning many Sorento owners end up paying hundreds or even thousands out of pocket. With ongoing mechanical failures, poor long-term value, and constant electronic glitches, the Kia Sorento proves to be a frustrating and expensive SUV to own. Number 10. Lincoln Corsair. The Lincoln Corsair in 2025 starts around $36,000, while fully loaded versions push past $45,000, but the high price does little to shield owners from costly problems. Consumer Reports rates its reliability below average, and J.D. Power gives it a quality and reliability score of only 71 out of 100. Common complaints include engine stalling, transmission hesitations, and electrical system failures, often appearing well before 60,000 miles. Repair bills for these issues frequently range from $2,000 to $5,000, turning ownership into a frustrating expense. The turbocharged four-cylinder engine has shown early failures, including misfires and turbocharger problems, while the 9-speed automatic transmission often struggles with rough shifting. Infotainment systems and electronic safety features, such as lane keeping and adaptive cruise controls, have frequent malfunctions that require specialized repairs. Routine maintenance is more expensive than expected, as parts tend to wear faster and replacements are costly. Other reported problems include premature brake wear, sensor failures, and minor fluid leaks that appear early in ownership, creating unplanned repair expenses. Even with warranty coverage, owners often pay out of pocket for recurring issues, sometimes totaling thousands of dollars. While it may look stylish and refined on paper, in practice it struggles to remain dependable, often failing financially and mechanically well before 60,000 miles. Number 9. Jeep Renegade. The Jeep Renegade might seem like a compact, fun SUV in 2025, starting around $24,000 and climbing past $28,000 for higher trims, but the numbers tell a worrying story. Reliability is a major weak point. Consumer Reports rates it below average, and J.D. Power assigns a quality and reliability score of only 52 out of 100. Owners frequently report transmission hesitation, engine misfires, and recurring electrical failures, often appearing before 60,000 miles, which makes the Renegade one of the least dependable small SUVs on the market. Engine problems are surprisingly common. Turbo models can stall unexpectedly, while naturally aspirated engines sometimes develop timing chain or sensor failures early. The 9-speed automatic transmission often struggles, producing rough shifts or delays that require expensive service. Infotainment and electronic driver assist systems also create headaches, with issues ranging from freezing displays to malfunctioning cameras, each repair costing hundreds or thousands of dollars. Even normal maintenance can be costly, as specialized parts wear faster than expected. With persistent mechanical failures, weak long-term value, and constant electronic issues, the Jeep Renegade proves far less reliable than it looks. What may initially appear as a stylish, adventurous choice quickly becomes a vehicle that drains money and patience. Number 8. Nissan Pathfinder. The Nissan Pathfinder in 2025 carries a starting price around $33,000, with higher trims climbing past $40,000, but the numbers suggest buyers should be cautious. Reliability has been a persistent concern. Consumer Reports flags it as below average, while J.D. Power gives a quality and reliability score of 65 out of 100, signaling frequent mechanical and electronic problems before 60,000 miles. Engine stalling, transmission issues, and recurring electrical faults are common complaints that quickly turn ownership into an expensive ordeal. The Pathfinder's V6 engines have been known to experience early oil consumption, timing chain wear, and misfires, all of which require costly repairs. Owners also report frequent issues with sensors, infotainment malfunctions, and electronic driver assist features, each repair often costing between $1,000 and $3,000. Early failures in brakes, suspension components, and steering electronics further contribute to the total cost of ownership. In practice, it rarely makes it past 60,000 miles without serious financial hits, proving that style and price alone don't guarantee a dependable SUV. Number 7. GMC Yukon. The GMC Yukon in 2025 starts around $55,000 and can exceed $70,000 for fully loaded trims, but the high sticker price doesn't shield owners from costly problems. Reliability ratings are troubling. Consumer Reports ranks it below average, and J.D. Power gives it a quality and reliability score of 71 out of 100. Engine issues, transmission failures, and persistent electrical malfunctions often appear well before 60,000 miles, making ownership expensive and stressful. The V8 engines, while powerful on paper, are prone to oil leaks, misfires, and early component failures. Automatic transmissions sometimes hesitate or shift roughly, requiring professional repairs that can cost between $2,000 and $5,000. Electronics are another headache. Routine maintenance is costly as well, with specialized parts and labor driving the total higher than many buyers anticipate. Early wear on brakes, suspension, and steering components further inflates the cost of ownership. Warranty coverage may cover some failures, but many owners still face significant out-of-pocket expenses. Overall, the GMC Yukon may appear as a high-end, capable SUV, but its persistent mechanical and electronic problems, combined with poor long-term value, make it a risky investment. Number 6. Jeep Compass. The Jeep Compass in 2025 starts around $25,000 and climbs past $29,000 for higher trims, but the low price is misleading when it comes to reliability. Consumer Reports rates it below average, and J.D. Power gives a quality and reliability score of 72 out of 100. Owners regularly report engine hesitation, transmission failures, and electrical glitches that appear far too early, often well before 60,000 miles, turning what seems like an affordable SUV into a money drain. The Compass turbocharged engine is prone to stalling and misfires, while the 9-speed automatic transmission struggles with rough shifts and delays, leading to frequent dealership visits. Infotainment and electronic safety features often fail, requiring specialized labor to repair and adding hundreds or thousands of dollars to ownership costs. Routine maintenance also becomes unexpectedly expensive, as components tend to wear faster than anticipated, making the SUV more costly than it appears on paper. Resale value is poor, with projections suggesting it will retain only about 43% of its original value after 5 years, significantly below competitors in the subcompact SUV segment. Early failures in suspension components, steering electronics, and brakes further increase repair expenses. Overall, the Jeep Compass may look like a stylish and capable SUV at first glance, but in practice it proves unreliable and expensive to maintain. Number 5. Ford Escape. The Ford Escape in 2025 carries a starting price around $26,000, rising above $32,000 for higher trims, but the price doesn't protect buyers from constant reliability headaches. Consumer Reports marks it below average for dependability, and J.D. Power gives a quality and reliability score of 73 out of 100. Engine failures, transmission problems, and recurring electrical glitches often appear before 60,000 miles, making the Escape an expensive vehicle to own relative to its sticker price. Turbocharged engines are prone to misfires and early component failures, while the 8-speed automatic transmission frequently hesitates or shifts roughly, leading to costly repairs. Infotainment systems and electronic safety features, including lane assist and adaptive cruise, are often unreliable and may require repeated service visits. Even basic maintenance ends up more expensive than expected, as components wear faster and replacements cost more than anticipated. Early wear on brakes, suspension, and steering components adds to the cumulative cost of ownership, creating unplanned expenses. Overall, the Ford Escape appears practical at first glance, but persistent mechanical failures, recurring electronic issues, and weak long-term value make it a costly and frustrating SUV. Number 4. Nissan Rogue. The Nissan Rogue in 2025 starts at about $28,000, with top trims creeping toward $36,000, but ownership costs go far beyond the sticker. Consumer Reports gives the Rogue a below-average reliability rating, and J.D. Power's quality and reliability score sits at 54 out of 100. Owners consistently report drivetrain failures, electrical malfunctions, and problems with interior electronics, many of which show up before 60,000 miles. Repair bills for these issues can quickly climb into the $2,000 to $4,000 range, making the Rogue a financial burden far earlier than expected. The CVT transmission is the Rogue's biggest weak spot. Drivers complain of slipping, shuddering, and premature breakdowns, forcing expensive replacements or rebuilds. Engine complaints are also common, including early oil consumption and stalling. Electronic driver assist systems marketed as selling points are often unreliable, with sensors and cameras failing repeatedly. These problems create frequent dealership visits and stack up thousands in out-of-pocket expenses even within the first few years. Suspension wear, brake problems, and repeated software updates further drain owner budgets. Even with warranty support, the Rogue often leaves buyers paying hundreds or thousands more than they planned. Overall, the Nissan Rogue looks like an attractive mainstream SUV when new, but it proves unreliable and expensive in the real world. Number 3. Chevrolet Blazer. The Chevrolet Blazer in 2025 starts around $36,000, and higher trims can climb past $44,000. For that kind of money, owners expect durability, but the Blazer struggles to deliver. Consumer Reports ranks it below average for reliability, and many owners report serious issues long before 60,000 miles. Transmission breakdowns, electrical failures, and engine stalling are common, with repair bills ranging anywhere from $2,000 to $5,000. The biggest complaints center around the 9-speed automatic transmission, which is known to hesitate, slip, or fail outright, often requiring complete replacement. Engine problems also surface early, including oil leaks, overheating, and rough idling. On top of that, electronics such as sensors, infotainment systems, and driver assist features frequently malfunction, leaving owners to pay hundreds or thousands for fixes that don't always last. Routine maintenance costs are another weak spot. Brake wear, suspension issues, and steering component failures appear sooner than expected, creating additional visits to the shop. By the time the Blazer crosses the 50,000-mile mark, maintenance and repair costs can add up to $5,000 or $6,000, making ownership far more expensive than buyers anticipate. With major mechanical problems showing up early and repair costs climbing fast, it's one of those SUVs that too often falls apart before reaching 60,000 miles. Number 2. Land Rover Discovery. The Land Rover Discovery might look like a capable luxury SUV on the outside, but owners know it's a constant source of trouble. The biggest issue is reliability. Expensive repairs are almost guaranteed once the odometer climbs past 60,000 miles. Common problems like faulty air suspension, electrical failures, and transmission issues turn this SUV into a money pit. Parts are not cheap either. Even a small repair can run over $1,500, and bigger jobs often cross the $5,000 mark. Another strike against the Discovery is its poor long-term durability compared to competitors. While many SUVs can last well past 200,000 miles with consistent maintenance, the Discovery often struggles to reach that point without multiple breakdowns. Owners often find themselves stranded or making repeat visits to the shop, which is both frustrating and costly. Insurance rates for this SUV also tend to be higher than average because of the frequent repairs and expensive parts. Add that to the already steep maintenance bills, and it becomes clear that the Discovery drains your wallet faster than most vehicles in its class. Overall, the Land Rover Discovery is one of the worst SUVs to buy if you want peace of mind. It promises luxury and capability, but delivers frustration and financial strain instead. Number 1. Jeep Grand Cherokee. The Jeep Grand Cherokee might be popular, but it has earned a reputation for being far less reliable than many of its rivals. One of the biggest complaints is the electrical system. Owners often report issues with sensors, infotainment screens freezing, and warning lights that don't go away even after service. These problems might seem small, but repairs are frequent and quickly add up to thousands of dollars. Transmission troubles are another major weak point. Many models develop rough shifting or complete transmission failure before hitting 100,000 miles. A full replacement can cost $4,000 to $6,000, which is hard to justify on a vehicle that should have been dependable in the first place. Suspension and steering issues are also common, leaving drivers with clunky handling and yet another set of expensive shop visits. The Grand Cherokee also suffers from below-average build quality compared to competitors. Interior materials wear out quickly, and mechanical parts tend not to hold up under daily use. While it looks tough on the outside, its long-term durability often disappoints. Overall, the Jeep Grand Cherokee is not the safe bet it might appear to be. It looks stylish and capable, but the constant breakdowns and high repair costs make it one of the most unreliable SUVs you can buy. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.